Yeah, that's a good question. We know Keith a little bit from the recruiting process, and then he's only got 9 passes on the season. He was redshirted, so now he's he's 5-9. He came in, I think in the USC game, and actually threw a touchdown pass. When Jake got knocked out I don't know why Jake was out, but he came in. Jake ended up finishing the game, but he's can run a little bit. He has a nice release, but we really don't have a ton of tape. It's almost like people trying to prepare for Darren when he first started this season. There's not a lot of film to look at, so I don't know if they'll drastically change their offense. He fits the mold of what they do. They want an athletic quarterback, and he obviously fits that mold. So it really is, how much do you decide? Can a kid handle? Can a kid not handle? The one thing about this team is that so far in the films that we've broken down for this season, they present a lot of looks. They run a lot of offense. They're in 2 backs, 2 tight ends. They're in no backs. They're in wildcat. They run everything. They're in unbalanced. They're in balanced. I mean, they run a lot of different sets offensively. Now, will they continue to do that with Keith there and not Jake? That's the chess match that goes on as the game unfolds. So, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
But they've thrown a lot at a lot of people. And a lot of different things that they do. So we've got an idea, but it really taxes you, I think, defensively, because you have to practice it all. You just can't say, hey, I don't think they're going to run that, so let's not go over that. So it forces you to run a lot of different looks in practice. And fortunately for us, with the tempo that we practice at, I think we'll be able to get all those looks in. But they do a nice job offensively where they can kind of put some pressure on you. So, I mean, I think it does for the fans and all that, but for us, our approach doesn't change no matter who we play. So I look at it as we have 12 rivalries, and we better approach everybody the same way. And you can look at games and just point out in history of when teams did this and did that with our team. We had a great game last year against USC on Halloween, and we're a really good football team. And we didn't prepare as well as we should have, and went down to Stanford and got beat by a good Stanford team. So, you better learn from history, or you're going to repeat it. So, our players have to understand that every game we play is the biggest game we play, and it's simple. I mean, it sounds like a cliche, but it's not. Is that our focus has to totally be on Washington, and that's it. Because if we don't beat Washington, it's gonna be a long year. So,
and do you think
you want me to get them off the field? I was like, these kids love football, and I think that's where it doesn't get old if you love it. And these kids really love playing football. They love practicing football, and they love playing football, and that's what's unique about this group. And so, I haven't had to address it. If you see signs, then yeah, as a coach, you're like, hey, we need to make sure that we talk to these guys about this, or this is getting stale, or maybe we need to change, some of these things. But so far, that hasn't happened. So.
Garrett?